So we just got done putting in a new rack and pinion. You see that it's a mess. We spilled a lot of fluid in the process of doing it. It's just the way it goes. But with that being the case, it's time to bleed the system. And with this, it's a little bit tricky because it has Hydro Boost. It has a hydraulically boosted power brake booster instead of vacuum because it's a diesel, and the diesel generally doesn't produce any vacuum unless they have an auxiliary vacuum pump for doing that. So anyway, long story short, it's time to bleed this bad boy, and it's tricky because there's so many hoses, and it's not just the steering gear. You've got the pumps. You have to pump the brakes at the same time that you turn the steering wheel lock to lock. So we're going to show you how to do that. But before any of that, you got to make sure that your fluid's full, not all the way up, or it'll push it out as you steer side to side. You know, it'll go down one side and then up on the other side. So you want to have it about there so you have room to go up. Then you put the cap on it so you don't pour out everywhere. I usually keep a drain pan underneath. If it does go out, it'll go out the little hole in the top. I'll show you what I'm talking about. See the hole right there in the middle? So it'll go out that. So it's just the way it is. So Spanky, you want to hop in and fire it up? We'll show how you do it. When you turn it all the way to one side, and it's not going to want to turn all the way to one side, you might have to lift the vehicle up, and in order to get that to happen, you go ahead and fire the vehicle up. This one's already been pre-bled to a degree, not all the way. Anyway, what you'll want to do is turn the wheel all the way to one side of the steering wheel lock, and then rev the engine, and that'll help it to get over there, and then just pump the brake and just hold it to the lock. And it'll bark at you. It'll be like just kind of like murmuring at you. So when you do this, it allows the fluid to circulate through the power booster, through the Hydro Boost, and then you turn it the other way. At first it wouldn't even turn at all unless it was jacked up off the ground, so you may need to do that. Happy Halloween! It's getting a lot better. Isn't that getting easier to steer?
Yeah.
Not so bad.
What's in the little jump like
That's air.
Air?
That and it's the pressure release. When you're holding it at the lock, it'll do that. Typically with a diesel, it'll buck and jerk a little bit like that if there's any kind of an inconsistency or a foam in the line. Anyway, that's how you bleed the system. You'll notice that we're on the ground now. Initially, like I say, you want to be up in the air. When you turn the thing lock to lock, that helps get the air out, but most of it's when you're at the lock, because that's when you get the pressure release, and it allows the bypass to let fluid pour through it, and it gets the air out. You got to remember there's many ways to do the same thing, so if you have any tricks, feel free to share them in the comments with all of us, so we want to know too. But this is a way that does work and will get you where you need to be. Now when you do this, it creates a lot of frothiness in there, a lot of cow spit. You see some on the rim there. But now when we go and look at it, it's not near as low as the last time, so we know that we're getting close. You just fill it up to the full cold level each time you do it. And when you do it such that you don't have any tugging and jerking, and the fluid stays about the same, then you know that you're bled and you're good to go.
Okay, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please click like and subscribe. If you have any questions or comments, leave them in the section below. Thanks.